So, last episode we had a pinball game, which was not my area of comfort. I like pinball games, but I am bad at them, and I have some, I suppose, anxiety nostalgia around them. So I needed something to give myself a little bit of a break, and I spotted this game, which I'm very, very pleased to have found because I find it very comfortable, very difficult to actually drag myself away from testing it enough to actually show it, record it, show it off to you guys. This is Antivirus Protocol, but what it is a incremental like shooter game with sort of roguelite mechanisms where you kind of die each round and then can upgrade and do a little bit better in the next round. And I love games like that. I find them very, very stress reducing. Very, very comfortable to play. So this is a really good game. This is one I'm very pleased to show off. It's by Firehive Games. We've done a couple of others in a similar vein, I think. I don't know. I haven't tried them properly yet, but just looking at the screenshots. But yeah, all right. Let's jump into this one. I will show the gameplay a bit, and then we will talk about the critique just a tiny bit, and that will be it. And I hope you enjoy that. So, Antivirus Protocol. Did it say what kind of game this was? What engine? That's a Godot game. Alright. So, this is available on Steam. As you can see, wishlist. There's also a download version. They did mention that a lot of the intended effects do not work here on the browser version that I'm playing. I'm playing on Chrome. It also worked on Firefox, which is fine. Another thing they did mention was there's a CRT effect that you can turn on or off. It just smooths things up a little bit. I'm going to leave it on because I quite like the transition effect, but maybe I'll turn it off after a moment. Anyway, so let's just jump in and play. As you can see, very, very good settings menu. Got all the controls that I like to see. Got some abilities to turn effects on and off if they bother you. There's a full screen, there's a V-Sync. You can set it to full screen. Obviously it doesn't know about that in the menu. And yeah, various buttons, wishlist, Discord, and the feedback or bug report button. I love to see that kind of stuff. That does show the developer is thinking about players, and always good to see. And some music credits here as well, which are clickable. Nice. And then the Firehive Games, all in capitals, which appears to be the studio name. So let's start and jump in. I love that. I love that effect. Right, so we start in our upgrade menu, but obviously we have 0 code bits, which are the money to buy anything, so we can't buy anything. But what we can do is we can either go to the Steam wishlist, back to the main menu, or initialize protocol in cool, function / method typing with the brackets at the end. And the data appears to be a class or a JavaScript class or something along those lines, variable, array, I don't know, depends on the language. Anyway, I like the theming, I like the design, I even like this kind of flowing background. Art wise, this game is very, very pretty. Let's jump in and have a look. So, booting instance, we are this little guy who shoots and runs towards wherever the cursor is. We get a little bit of tutorial here. Red viruses cannot damage you directly, instead you are taking corruption damage the longer you stay here. Kill viruses, collect the data, and upgrade yourself. So we have hit points here, we have corruption down here. When the hit points run out, we die and we get returned to the upgrade menu with whatever data bits we've collected, so we can upgrade ourselves and do a bit better next round. The corruption appears to be climbing until a boss spawns, but I think for a little while still, we're going to die long before the corruption reaches the end until we upgrade ourselves some more. And yeah, so that's the progression of the game. Let us continue. Bracket, close bracket, continue module, we call it. And so yeah, so we shoot these things, they drop these red bits, we pick it up and we get some red bits. As you can see, our health is just dropping consistently, and we shoot at whoever's closest. If they're too far away, we just shoot straight forward. And these guys can't hurt us, so we can fly into them, but we die as our hit points reach the bottom. Reboot instance, I think, just reruns the round if we feel we don't have enough data collected. We've got 6 of them at the moment. Otherwise, we can go to the upgrade core and we can sink a point in so we travel a little bit quicker, and that unlocks all the other things around us. We can do more damage, we have like a damage boost, and I haven't really tried, so I'm tempted to sort of try that and see what happens. We can boost our health, and we can boost overdrive, which increases enemy health rate. So let me see what this actually does. I haven't tried this one now, so I've tried all the others. So temporary boost, weapons damage. I'm assuming there's a button we're going to press to make that happen, and that unlocks some more upgrades to the increase the powers drop chance by 1%. I have no idea what a power drop is. Also interesting. Maybe there just isn't any until we click that. There are also a couple of things that are locked here in the demo. I'm assuming they aren't locked in the Steam version of the game. Not sure. Anyway, initialize protocol. Let's jump back in. Is there a button we can press? I don't know. Nothing I press seems to be doing anything, so I have no idea what that actually does. It seems to have been a bit pointless. Alright, well, we've got 6 units again. So I'd say let's just boost our health, and we can last a bit longer. So yeah, sunk all our points into that. We climbed ourselves 3 levels. That should give us a bit more time to collect bits. Where's the first one coming from? There he is. There isn't like auto aiming, as you can see. There is an upgrade to improve the auto aiming, but I've never really had it miss anything, so I don't know what context that would be particularly helpful. Oh, possibly that's there's a drop in which I get like a damage boost. Then maybe that's what the power thing is. All right, so we got 11 points. I'd say let's boost our health a little bit more. We get more upgrades. We can get more health upgrades that way. We can reduce the corruption damage that way. Oh, and increase main weapon damage. So these are green, so we can bump them up. Let's do a little bit more damage. I think we have enough enemies at the moment, so we don't need to boost that just yet. So it's very comfortable. Now, I'm not sure about the music choice here. I was going to say this in the critique section, but I'm curious what you might think about that. So the music is a little bit too relaxing, and I'm playing this game too relaxed because I find it comfortable to play, but it doesn't really fit with the theme of the game very much. So, you know, I don't know now. Is this... Oh, don't want to accidentally click that. Although I think I would head back with the bits that I've already collected. But we're close to the end. No, I didn't get the last one. Oh, but 15 points, not bad. Let's upgrade us a little bit. We'll just keep going until we see the boss. I think it'll get us there. Let's boost how fast we shoot. Max that out. See, there's the targeting speed one. I don't know. And there's a bit more attack speed upgrade there. What are these up? 8, 15, 20. Alright, well, it's just a bit more damage. Get through things a little bit quicker. There we go. We're shooting much faster now. Where are the enemies? Maybe I should have upgraded how fast the enemies appear. Very comfortable. Very fun to play. I like the way he chases the cursor, travels faster the further away it is. I don't know why that's so satisfying, that kind of movement logic. 22 bits, nice. Alright. Should we bump our health a bit more? Alright. Another 2 points in there. I'm curious to see if that unlocks any more. Should we give ourselves a few more enemies? Maybe we can get points a little bit quicker that way. I like that. We can work our way outwards. I was thinking of doing a bit more damage. We can't undo it once we put points into it. So once you decide, you're decided. Oh, right, and we should do the reducing corruption damage as well. That's what I should have gotten. Anyway, let's see what the boosted enemy presence looks like. There's quite a few enemies now. Oh boy, a little bit of lag there, but that was music changing lag. Music is still a little bit too chill for me. Not really the theme of this game. I mean, this game feels like, you know, sort of, it should be sort of electronica, like a cyberpunk game. Okay, so now we have the boss approaching. I don't think we're going to be able to do much damage to him before we die. Yeah, I don't think touching him kills us. I'm not sure. We might have to test that out and see if we can get in there. Let's cut down how much damage the corruption does to us. And boost our damage a little bit. What else can I get? What are you? Double value data. Oh, that sounds good. Nice. Oh, there's green enemies. Data attraction radius. It'll be picking up things a bit further away. And there's some more enemy spawn rate boosting, which is fine. One more round, and then we'll finish the video off. I think then you guys should come and give this a play yourselves. I'm not seeing a lot of those things that boost my fire rate, my minigun thing. Oh, there's one now. How do I? I'm not sure. Did that in any way boost my damage? I didn't notice anything. I don't know if I need to press anything. There's no kind of instructions or anything like that. And there's the boss man. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to kill him in time. Just shoot some more things. I need to boost a lot more damage before I get to kill him, I think. I mean, look at the tiny chipping I did. I hit him quite a bit there. So yeah, so there's a lot of progression to go, a lot of things to improve, a lot more game to play, and I am all for it. I'm very, very excited by it. I am going to be playing this a lot after this video. But before we go there, let's talk about the critiques for a little bit. So, we'll press escape. So this is, just to start again at the beginning, Antivirus Protocol by Firehive Games. I don't think it was made for a jam or anything like that. It doesn't have too much story in this version. We are a thing that shoots what are claimed to be viruses as they come in and then upgrade ourselves. There's no context about who we are, where we are, what we're doing, or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of space for a storyline there. I don't know if the main version has anything in it other than just we are shooting viruses. Yeah, I like to see more story, but there is sufficient there. Let's hop out to the main menu. Can have a look at the settings, got all the various settings and things like that. Turn the CRT effect off. If we click start, we drop right back into the state we were in. So I did notice there's a reset game button in the menu, so I quite like the reduced effect. I don't know, it adds something. All right, So UI controls absolutely fine. I would like to be able to access the settings while playing the game. We have to go all the way back to the main menu. It would be nice if we could access them while we were in the game, but especially if there's visual effects. I know that's quite hard to do, and then apply those visual effects while the game is running, as it were. So it's probably not an option. There wasn't much of a tutorial. Just shoot the things, and then here's the upgrade. I could do with a little bit more of a tutorial, but I mean there was sufficient there to make it work just fine. Yeah, it's got all the sound controls and that. We're very happy with that. The sounds themselves, well, like I said, the music is a little bit low key. I personally appreciate it at this point because I like the fact that it is relaxing me. It's relaxing music. I like it a lot. I just feel maybe something a little more high energy would be here, sort of something that goes muted when you're here in the upgrade menu and then kicks into full sort of, you know, electronica volume when you're in the main game. I don't know, it's an option. I mean, it's kind of whatever feel the developer's trying to transmit here. I just think something more techno-y would be more appropriate for the gameplay, and then this kind of chilled stuff would be better in the menus and things like that. I don't know, just my thoughts on it. The art is fantastic. I love the way this looks. I didn't really play far enough to see the different enemies just yet. There could be some more thought there on different enemy designs and shapes and things as they're in there, but maybe we'll see more of that later. Otherwise, yeah, the art is fantastic. I love the way this game looks. I love the transition screen scrolls. I love the sort of pseudocode naming of things. It's really, really good. I'd love to see what's behind these locked-in demo buttons. Yeah, I like it a lot. Game feeling, game is very, very smooth. It took me a moment to get used to the way it kind of chased my cursor and how to speed it up and how to move it around. And I still instinctively tried to avoid running into the enemies at first, even though I knew they couldn't hurt me. Yeah, no, the gameplay is comfortable. It's very easy and comfortable to play. I think that's one of the main things that actually attracts me to this game. It's just how smooth the playing is. I love that. And yeah, Immersion, like I said, I'd love to see a bit more story behind it, a little bit more lore, a little bit more idea who I am, what's going on. You know, why do I care about these viruses attacking the system, whatever it is, other than the basic idea of virus equals bad and fighting virus equals good. But I feel games need a little bit more than that in it. Maybe there is more than that in the Steam version and the other download versions, but I don't see any sign of that. So if that is the case, then there needs to be more info on the storyline here, saying this is, you know, not necessarily saying, but here, so we can see that it is somewhere in the main versions and things like that. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't want to keep nitpicking at a good game like this. I want people to come and play it. So link will be in the description. Don't forget to come give it a play. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and train that YouTube algorithm to show you the kind of videos you want. That's what engagement does, and it helps me out. So yeah, otherwise, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.